here we am in Shifnal. Come to Baylis. Looking forward to the 24-hour. Got all the gear out the motor. So the first thing we've got to do, get the kettle on.
Just about to get the rods in the water. Thought I'd show you my rig that I'm using. Nothing fancy, simple air rig. One of the Corda Basics pre-tied one with OMC corn cave. I've crushed up some manila Baylis, these ones here, to shove inside the corn caves. As you can see, we can fill them up with bait, whatever you want, paste, put pellets or crushed Baylis like I have to add a bit of flavour. They'll be in a solid bag, ready to get the rods out. And then, you know, there's always that one angler who decides he wants to set his bivvy up first instead of putting his rods in the water. Bro's ready to get to bed and I'll catch carp.
This is the rig that I'm using. Straightforward air rig, simple but effective. This is one that I tied myself using the Nash skin link. I'm using it with an inline lead. And I'm going to be putting the Togging Up Baylis on that I showed you in previous videos with, that's for the hook bait, and then PVA mesh with the pellet mix that I showed you. Yeah, so I'm going to get this all tied up and then get it casted out. Lovely sound.
Lovely. Right on his spot.
Lovely trees with the front lights. Fucking perfect, bro. Yeah. This is class, this fucking thing. Put it all the way back, see what it can do. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Decent size that was. It'd have been alright if we got that on video.
So just for context, while we were setting the tripod up, we've just had a shot near Chrissy's rod. Looked a big one, to be fair. Looks like he's showing again.
Yeah, still there, man.
Yeah, he's lurking about the margin of the island at the moment, so we're hoping Chrissy's rod goes off soon. Now that the temperature's dropped a little bit, we're starting to get a little bit of activity. On my right rod there was showing some bubbles over there. Maybe there was feeding. Hopefully. Just need them to get my hook bait.
No one's had anything since we've been here anyway, so hopefully through the night we get a wake up call.
Last time I was here I come for a day session and yeah, I was there again. I spoke to a couple of the lads that have fished it, you know, regularly. They've said that it's a lot more active on the night. So this was last weekend, Sunday. Somebody pulled out 6 through the night, and the night that we left, somebody had a 26-pound ghostie out of here. So fingers crossed we can get him tonight. At least one of them. I know there's a few ghosties in here. I don't know the sizes, but
we will be doing a 48 here next time we come to give ourselves more time to pull a carp out.
I think it is one of them waters, you got to put the time in. I mean, even a 24-hour, I think you're going to struggle. I've done a few day sessions here and I ain't had nothing, but I know obviously from watching, you know, other people's videos and speaking to local, you know, fishermen and the regular people that come here, there's nice fishing here. Like there's a guy who done a couple of videos. I think his YouTube channel's Carry On Casting. He done a few videos. I'm sure he was in Peg 14 and he had a 22-pound 13-ounce mirror, I think. Don't hold me to it, but I know it was £22. He's been here a few times. I've watched a couple of his videos.
We have one half of the pool to ourselves, so hopefully the bait we've put out there will bring them and keep them in our area.
Yeah.
I mean, that carp's still round there.
Yeah,
It's still
definitely.
there. I can see it. I can see it coming on top.
Yeah. There is a machine over there as well, which like oxygenates the water. Obviously for the fish. Quite a hot spot along this side for that reason, because obviously the fish like to be where there's oxygen, and oxygen normally turns them on the feed. A lot of people think that if it rains they go on the feed, but a lot of the time if it rains it actually, because of the drop in temperature and the air pressure, it takes the oxygen out of the water, so then you're less likely to get a bite. But I think we might at least, between, I mean, we've got Peter the other side of the lake, us two this side. I think between the three of us, I reckon we'll at least have one.
I'll be surprised if we don't.
Yeah.
I haven't blanked yet, so fingers crossed.
Speak for yourself.
I am using the corn caves here, not a bully or a bottom bait. I'm using plastic baits due to there is an abundance of crayfish in here now.
Supposedly.
Now, I have put some bait in the margins to see if I can see them come out at the night. So if I do see the crayfish, I know plastic baits will be something you would want to bring here. Because if you've got a problem with them constantly taking your boilies, plastic baits will be your next bet. And tungsten tubing. If you're a big fan of tungsten tubing, don't use it. Crayfish are also a big fan of tungsten tubing.
If anyone don't know yet, we're fishing at Baylis in Shifnal, which is just off junction 4 of the M54. So yeah, like I say, supposedly there's supposed to be crayfish in here, but I ain't actually seen any or had any issues with my bait yet, so I don't know if it's true. Apparently yellow is supposed to be quite a vibrant colour for these fish in here. They seem to like yellow or red. I'm fishing on a tiger nut and maple 18mm boilie, which is bright red. So hopefully we get something.
Hopefully no bream as well, because I know there's bream in here. If you're a carp angler, you know we don't accept bream. The nose of the carping world.
It's a nice place though.
It's quiet as well. Some places you go to, they've got the gun ranges and that down there, which makes it worse. You get a headache all day.
Yeah, Milroyd's one of them. Good place to learn, Milroyd, but once you've got the basics and stuff, like, you want to try and venture out a little bit, and then you come to places like this and blank.
Yeah, you start fishing the harder waters and it gets more trickier. It's a nice place, so he puts blue dye in the water, kills off most of the weeds. Definitely maintains it.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, to be honest. Neil, he's the owner. He's a local farmer. This is obviously his pool. He's a nice guy.
There is 2 other pools on the complex for those anglers who don't want to tackle the big carp at the moment and are just starting out. So you can fish the other 2 that are out here.
Right, we're at Baylis in Shifnal. Lovely place. Levi just popped down to say hello. Here he is. This is another one of the lads that you'll probably see on the page quite frequently. He just popped down to have a little mooch of the pool. They are actually fishing. You are allowed spectators here, but he's just come for just a quick 10 minutes just to have a little mooch, and then he's going to be making his tracks. But yeah, we still ain't had. You are
Consented by the owner.
consented by the owner. Yeah, we still ain't had much activity other than what we mentioned earlier on Chris's right rod, my right rod. Not much happening, to be fair. Hopefully through the night we get something.
It's getting dark now. Obviously we don't have much light to film through the night. So if we don't see ya through the night, we'll see you in the morning.
Just past 8:30 of the morning, obviously. I've just been woke up to a few consecutive beeps of my alarm. Don't know what it could have been. It was definitely someone nibbling at the bait when the wind. Chris is still catching flies. He's fast asleep. No idea what time he went to bed. Just put the kettle on. Hopefully we have something today. Still early doors. We've got the rest of the day, so we'll see how we get on. So you can see there that I have changed it up a little bit. I've took the target up boilie off because it don't seem to be working. Trying something a bit different. I've got a spicy crab pop-up with some fake corn. I've put my pelly mix into a Nash PVA mesh and a little bit of tiger nut syrup mixed with the pineapple stuff. See how we get on. The spicy crab boilies, pop-ups have been marinating in paprika, honey, some chicken seasoning and a little bit of olive oil just to try and let off a bit of scent into the water. So I'm going to put this back on my spot now and hopefully we get something before we have to leave.
Right about there. That's where he wants. That's where he's trying to go. We'll cut that straight off. I just got attacked by a PVA mesh. I just got bullied by it, man. A sausage just smacked me. I got smacked on my arm by a sausage, man.
What the fuck?
I got it on record, but it died. I got smacked by a sausage. We'll keep this one short and sweet, just a simple PVA bag, bit of a boilie. We'll get straight out there.
Lovely. It is currently, what's the time, Mr. Wolf?
11 o'clock.
What's the time, Mr. Fox?
11 o'clock.
1 minute before 11. Chris has just caught a duck. Always good.
Gotta catch a duck once a year, yeah.
Bit of a nuisance over here, to be fair, because keep fucking diving down and getting your bait. If you put one just off the island, I don't think it's very deep, so.
It's the coots though, they'll go down. They'll go far down. The ducks say so, but it's just the coots.
Just a bit of a nuisance, but. Yeah, so yeah, we're on 11 o'clock. I had a little bit of a knock about 10-15 minutes ago. Bobbin lifted up a little bit and then went back down. So nothing really major to report. Got the rods back out. Chris has redone his rods. I've redone mine probably about an hour ago now. Rebaited up. Use my new slingshot. Fucking sound.
Hopefully we get something in our last couple of hours, eh?
We're here till 5 anyway, so there's still plenty of time. It's always going to be difficult here, it's hard fishing. I mean, I've spoke to quite a lot of people that have fished here a lot. They've said it's rewarding when you do catch, but it is hard going because obviously, you know, bigger fish harder to catch, and there is crayfish in here. We can confirm that because we've seen a lot of them yesterday in the margins.
Yeah, chucked a handful of pellets out there. There's a good 15 of them out there. Not just little either, some of them are huge. Double the size of some of the others. They've took about 2 foot away from under the bank where we are. Well, where I'm set up now. It's a trampoline.
Already. But yeah, we'll keep you posted anyway. If we do catch, we'll probably try and go live. I've got the tripod with me anyway, so see if we can get it all set up and that ready for bending the rod. So far, the Baylis that I bought, not great.
The crayfish love them.
But like I say, I've said before, like I ain't gonna judge the Baylis just off this pool because, I mean, the fucking ducks are diving down now and getting my bait. Bastards. But yeah, I ain't gonna judge them just off this pool because it is hard fishing. Probably best off trying them on some kind of runs water just to see how they get on log. I mean, you're always going to catch on a runs water log, I would imagine, on anything really, as long as it's got a bit of a smell to it. But is that my bobbing go up or a bit of a wind bod? Mine's a bit of a wind bod. Or that fucking duck. Because that's my right rod as well. But yeah, we'll go live if we get a catch, because 9 times out of 10, if you're catching here, it's gonna be a big one. So fingers crossed.
It's a rewarding place. I recommend it. Not for a beginner angler, or ones with less patience, because I know most of us who, when we first began carping, we're all definitely impatient at one point. But for those who like a hard and rewarding water, come and give it a whirl and check it out. It don't hurt to try.
Look out for the live anyway. Hopefully we get a catch, we'll go live. Peace. I'm just having myself a nice brew. Got to put my milk in, and Chris is just having a shit at the back of the bivvy with a Ridge Monkey cosy toilet seat. Cover your cock, let's have a look at ya.
10 out of 10.
Look at that.
For fuck's sake, man.
Yeah. There we do.
There we do.
Let's get a proper view of you, Chris. Doing the deed. But in other news, we have just seen a nice ghostie just come floating straight across here. Not quite on the top, but definitely not on the bottom. Neil, the owner of the place, reckons that directly in front of us, probably about 5 or 6 foot deep. And obviously we could see him literally just here, going towards where Chrissy's rigs are. One of them's directly in front, the other one's facing that way. Fucking hell, Chris, that stinks, man. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Dirty bastard. Four. Any good though?
Yeah, it's alright, man.
For anyone wondering, Angling Direct, I believe it was 35 quid, but that was on offer, so it might be a bit more expensive now. But yeah, we've had a couple of shows this morning. We had looked like a mirror from over here, about there where my finger is. jumped out, double jump, quite dark on the top, nice fish. So they are about just hard to catch. But yeah, we'll keep you posted, man. What the fuck was that?
Right, this is the end of the session, unfortunately. We've left the peg. Yeah, blanked. We've left the peg as we found it, as you're supposed to.
Yeah, he asks you to take your rubbish away because there's no bins, which goes without saying.
Yeah, so Chris unfortunately lost one. He had a run.
It's all part of the game, though, eh?
Yeah, probably, what time was it roughly?
Were they 3 o'clock?
Yeah, about 3, half 2, something like that.
Yeah.
We have got the video. Don't know whether we'll post it, but we'll see. We're gonna have a look when we get back. But yeah, Baylis, Shifnal, junction 4 of the M54. Great place to fish. The owner's sound. Hard water, but we'll definitely be back. I think probably
Just before it closes for the winter.
yeah, it closes in November till March, so we'll probably be back just before then. But I think you got to do at least a 48 over here to get anything decent. I mean, like I say, we've been here 24. We've had 4 rods in, plus Peters across the other side of the pool. 6 rods altogether.
1 take.
We've had 1 take and lost it. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully we'll be on another session soon. Post some more videos so you can laugh at us. Yeah, man. Till the next time. Chris might be in. We've got the burgers on the rip. And Chris is in. Hopefully it's a nice one. Does it feel big?
Nah.
No.
Don't know yet.
Don't feel like a bream, does he? Glad we got a little catch. Let's get the net. He knows how to play a car park, Chris. Throwing up a bit of a fight now, ain't he?
Yeah, I've got to get it away from your line, man.
Aye, bothered. If he wipes me out, he wipes me out.
That's a nose mirror, that
Yeah,
is.
it is a nice little fish, man. Come on. My burgers are going to burn, man. I've got to get them off the grill and gone.
Put the net by me, I want the net by me. Oh no.
Unlucky, mate.
What the fuck was that?